Hello, this is Steven Hour, and we are back with another Batman 66 episode review. Today we'll be reviewing the episode He Meets His Match, the Grisly Ghoul, which is essentially the two-parter to the Joker Goes to School. So a quick recap: the Joker is on the loose, and basically he is trying to corrupt the this generation's youth, these teens in school, and essentially create mass dropouts. For what reason, we don't really quite sure, or how he plans to really fully pull it off. Just as Batman and Robin, are getting close, are trying to, stop him, they get captured and are essentially put in these, electrical chairs, which are set to go off when they hit 3 lemons. So already 2 lemons are there, and they need a third one. And that's where we ended the last episode. So let's continue. Now, with these two tied up in the chair, it's getting close to the third lemon, and as the third lemon comes, the power goes out. Ironic luck. And just as the Joker and his gang are wondering what's going on, they hear a police siren. They quickly get out of the truck and run away. The police car pulls up and rescues Batman and Robin. So that's how they get out. I like how Batman and Robin really have no way of getting out, and this made sense. It was the only way they could get out, by pure luck, and sometimes that kind of stuff just happens in life. Just as this is happening, they realize that they can't tie the truck to the Joker. However, Batman has been recording the night's event, and he plans to somehow use this device to somehow find members of the Joker's gang and hopefully track him down to his hideout. They go to the Batcave and go through the voice recording, but they find something. Susie's voice matches the same wavelength as one of the voices that came out of that device in the Joker truck. Coming to the conclusion that Zoe is in league with the Joker's gang, Robin is of course heartbroken, or at least finds it hard to believe, since he's really smitten with her, which is really sad. Realizing this, they decide that the only way to get him is for Robin to go undercover, as they, try and get him with the gang. However, though Susie does buy it, one of the gang doesn't, mostly because of the fact that they try to do a test with Dick smoking, but it doesn't work, as he realized that he's never smoked in his life. However, he did try and trick him to go to a local bar, the same one where the stick-up happened in the previous episode, saying that if he goes there, he could get some nickels and dimes, for a sweet caper. As that happens, Batman and Robin go to the bar. However, the Joker, realizing that Susie is a liability, he gives her some special Canadian perfume and tells her just as he soon rigs the slot machine, he wants her to take some, but only after. We also find out that the Joker has also placed a bet on college basketball, or school basketball, and has placed $50,000 on their rival, Cisco Tech. We're not really sure how he plans to pull this betting scheme off, but we'll get to it later. As soon as Batman and Robin get to the bar, the stick-up goes as you would expect. However, Batman and Robin manage to get out. Batman's managed to piece everything together. They realize why this happened is because of that charade didn't work, that Dick did. And they realize they need to get to Susie quick, as they know, because if they manage to figure out Susie is a member of the gang, she's a liability, and they need to get rid of her fast. So they quickly head to the high school, realizing that she would be there. Just as that happens, they quickly get to the high school, but it's sort of too late, as she's taken some perfume and essentially faints. It is then revealed that she's dead as soon as they've been told by the gang. But here we get a nice little insight to the Joker, as he realizes that everything is a bad practical joke, and tries to cheer up one of the goons with the cigar, though the cigar explodes, and he just finds it absolutely hilarious. Again, we see that the Joker has a bit of a, can go between a sad moment and a happy moment. So it's rare. We get a little bit insight, but I'll explain that more when we get to the Cesar Romero part of the video. Just as that's happening, we then cut back to the high school again, where the basketball team is finished practicing and goes to the vending machine to get some money out. Then to get some drinks out. But as they do, they find that they have the answers to the pre-white college exam papers. And just as they find that out, the Joker and his goons take a picture of them holding the answers, essentially planning to show to the Board of Education, showing that they have cheated. Realizing that, they will be out of the current game with discotheque, and the Scrubs would have to take their place. But by the sounds of it, the Scrubs ain't so good at playing basketball. However, the joke is on Joker, ironically, as Batman is up in the stands and tells them, don't worry about being caught with those exam papers, they are fakes. Susie is alive, they managed to save her, and in return, she's revealed the whole criminal scheme. And as a result, a bat fight ensues. I really do like this one. It's not as greatly choreographed as the Mad Hatter one, but I do find it fun and interesting in its own right. Also, I just like how Batman and Robin deals with the bad pennies with that synchronized punch. It just feels so awesome. After they deal with the goons, they try to take down Joker. Joker manages to subdue Robin with his trick streamers, which is ironically the last time the Joker would ever use that. The first time he used it was in his first outing. He then tries to use sneezing powder on Batman, but it doesn't work because Batman has taken some allergy pills. And just as Joker tries to make a getaway, he throws a batarang at the back of his head that knocks him out. And just as the basketball players stand around Joker, Batman essentially tells them that this is where easy living will get you if you go down this life of crime. Stick to your books and good luck against discotheque. They then run out. At the end of the episode, we then find Susie, Susie essentially about to be taken away to this, not really a jail, but this sort of place where girls sort of reform, but also given a chance to really get a better education. We understand why she went down the life path the way she did. She didn't exactly have a good family life or a good upbringing, and the Joker managed to play and corrupt her on that. And of course, Dick does get a kiss from her. And this is the last time we see that character, and the episode ends there. And next time, Batman and Robin will be going up against Falseface in the next episode. Like I said, in this episode, basically everything's the same. Alfred and Anne Harriet, Commissioner Gordon and Chief O'Hara play really minor roles. However, I don't think really... No, wait, actually, never mind. They really just play minor roles and just lighten up the screen really here. Dick Grayson and Robin here play much more of like a role here, and we get to see a bit more of him and even more emotional, and Bedroll really pulls it off here, and I absolutely love it. And you can also see at the end of this episode with Batman just what the look he gives to Dick, feeling sympathy for liking a girl who's, a little bit of a criminal. Kind of reminds me of what Batman would be like with many other female criminals in the series, if I could be quite honest. Cesar Romero here is great as the Joker. We also get a bit of an insight that he knows that life is one practical joke, and he doesn't want to be used, but rather uses others. I do like we get a bit of that insight to his character. However, if I could be honest, his caper here doesn't fully fit. I mean, I get the idea of corrupting the youth for them to be dropouts, that's fine. But how does reading a basketball game help him? But then again, an observation could be made, well, the thing is, the Joker, he does whatever he wants and goes for it. He doesn't really have any logic, he just does it. And yeah, that's something I really must admit here. Another thing that makes this two-parter great is Susie. She's just a really nice, really just a small character in the main things, but she just, for me, just is just a standout. I like how she has a bit of a connection to Dick, and I really genuinely feel that he does really care for her. And I do understand why she does what she does. She really just wants to have a better life and feels that getting involved in a criminal lifestyle will go towards that. I do like how her arc ends. She realizes the error of her ways, and thanks to Dick and Bruce, they give her a second shot because they know that she's, they just know what kind of her life is. And sometimes people are like that. They go and want to have this criminal life because they feel it is a far better outcome and far better chance of getting success than trying to work for it. But she does seize the error of her ways and realizes that her background is not what makes her who she is. It's her choices. and overall who she is as a person. She's not mean. She's not fully cold-hearted, but I do understand why she did what she did. He meets his match. The Grisly Ghoul is a really good episode, but however, for me, these two-parters aren't really that fondly looked on for me. They're fine, but for me, the reason why I like this two-parter is mostly for this one episode. But the first one, I just don't know, it doesn't feel flows fully right. Also, another thing I gotta admit, it's just, I don't know, the plan is not fully thought through, and I just don't really see it. And not fully thought through, but then again, the Joker is not one to be taken seriously and does whatever he does because it's him. Overall, it's a fun. Overall, this part of the two-parter is fun when the first one was just okay. If you can get fun out of these two-parters and go for it, but personally, I just can't really get any enjoyment out of it at all. It's just there. And that's it. He meets his match. The Grisly Ghoul is a great part in the two-parter. However, if the first part was just a little bit better in my opinion, it would be great. If you get enjoyment out of it, please do. Join us next time as Batman and Robin go up against the Master of Disguise himself, Falseface. So until next time, same Steven hour, same Steven channel. So long for now.